Guys.
All right, so to start off our role play, we'll get into it. I saw your numbers, Carlos. You did 360 dials.
Yes.
Good job. All right, so look. So the 555 system, 5 presentations, non-negotiable. You're working 50 new leads in a week. Find a way to do that. You could get the overflow leads for $15. I highly recommend it. You're doing 500 dials or you're doing 5 presentations. If you're only closing 5% off of these numbers, this could get you 10 sales a month, which is $8,000. If you're closing 10%, this is the number right here on the gold. And then when you're like top cream of the crop producer, these are the numbers. I mean, that would be like you're working like a car salesman. You're working like 80 hours, a week or whatever. There's no way you're gonna do this in the beginning, their first year, without working like 80 hours. Like if you work the hours of the people that you used to work with, Nick, at Globe Life, you would
Hmm.
absolutely, sell this much and make these numbers. If
You
you
think
work
so?
no,
Oh, yeah.
oh, dude, like if you worked like the hours they're working, like exactly the hours they're working, only doing this, and you really
Yeah.
would actually do it.
It was 14 hours a day, dude. Like,
I'm not, but I know, but look at these
yeah.
numbers here.
No, I know. Yeah. Yeah. But that's the point. I was working 14 hours a day and not making that. So,
Of course. So 8
yeah.
a.m., Carlos just showed up for the objection role play. I'm not his
So,
upline, but I'm
Carlos,
Carlos is here. His name is Carlos Vasquez.
Yeah, I was going.
Write down every objection you get during the day, and we're going to role play it the next day at 8 a.m. So with that being said, really quick, Carlos, go ahead and throw me with what you heard yesterday.
Um, can't talk right now.
Yeah, totally get it, man. Hey, so I just got you on the phone. We've never spoken before. Could you take 60 seconds to see if it would even make sense for us to talk later? What did you say?
Oh, well, I came up with this. Said, no problem. I probably caught you at a bad time. Give me just 30 seconds to see whether it even makes sense for me to call you back later. Fair enough?
What did he say?
Well, one person replied and they said, okay. I said, were you looking to cover the funeral expenses or were you hoping to leave something behind for the family? And once they answer, I said, got it. And then I said, I have later today at 4:30 or 6:15. Which one works better for you? So six.
Sure, I would have, you know what I would have done there? So I respect the fact that you did book an appointment, but did they show up?
No, they didn't.
Right. So then what I would do is I would just brush off what they said
Okay.
as not real in the
Mhm.
first like 2 to 5 minutes of a call. I never take any of those things seriously unless I hear that same thing 3 to 5 times.
3 to 5 times. Okay.
Right? So if they
Yeah.
keep saying, dude, you got to call me back, you got to call me back, you got to call me back, if they just keep saying it over and over and over again, like I almost, like I said yesterday, don't remember how I said, don't be the first one to hang up.
Yep.
Like let them like go as far as you can, dude, because as you know, you may never talk to that person ever again.
I see.
Right? So
Yeah.
I would push past that. Like it's brush it off.
Okay.
Don't let them feel that. Absolutely, I'd be happy to call you back later, but let me just take 60 seconds to see if it even makes sense to call you back later. Once I
Okay.
get to that 60 seconds, my goal is that they've seen enough value where like they're gonna just start talking to me and they're gonna forget they ever said that to me.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
do not let them set an appointment with you unless they've told you 5 times that, dude, I've told you, Carlos, like 5 fucking times. I have got to get off the phone now, dude. If they don't say that to you,
Yeah.
then you keep going until you close them.
You got it.
Okay?
Yes.
All right, good. Another objection?
Let me see. It was the one I needed a quote. I came back with absolutely. So I quote the right thing. What do you need the coverage to take care of?
Right. That I like that. What did they respond with though?
Oh, well, just my basic, funeral expenses. My
Boom. You're in the conversation now.
yeah.
And then okay, you said absolutely, so funeral it is. And you know what I always like to do? So that's at least 8 to 12 thousand dollars.
So that's at least okay.
Do you have anything specifically in place for that? Now, what did you do? Just tell me what you did. Don't worry about writing it down.
Oh, I just continue with the script. I was following along the script.
Good. How did that go?
It went well. But she still wanted the quote, and I
Oh
refused
yeah.
to give it to her. I kept trying to go into the script, and she just got frustrated and said, "Forget it," and hung up on
Oh
me.
man. Yeah, I'd be happy to get you some numbers. Have you been
Yeah.
getting those numbers from other people? I can't be the first one.
Right.
No, seriously, like
Mm.
hey, I'd be happy to get you those numbers. Have you been, dude, I can't be the first one. You've been getting some other numbers, right? Yeah. How did that go?
Oh, yes.
How did that go? Because, dude, like, I'm not the first person they spoke to. There's no way. If I am, it's rare, right? Actually, dude, with our leads, I mean, because, dude, the truth is, Nick, they're filling out forms, dude. Like, they're not just
Mhm.
going to fill out one lead form. They're filling out a second one, a third one, like with other companies, ours, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
It's like when you're trying to get a new job and you're like, you have no job. You're like, I'll apply to a few places at once.
And
And then
they're
all
gonna
these
get ads like
memory, dude.
Meta knows. So if they interact with our ad, they're gonna get 10 more the same
Yeah.
day. Like, I have a question, a follow-up to what Carlos was saying. Like, when you ask, and maybe this is in a script and I haven't got there yet, but when you ask, like, what do you need the coverage for? Do you give them like typical options, like to cover final expenses that, or you just ask them an open-ended, like, what do you need it for?
No, yeah. We asked them an open-ended question. I'll answer that. So we asked them an open-ended question because they just said, oh, I just needed to cover burial. And that's what the client
So
said, right?
they typically know what they want it for. They're not just like, I just want coverage for my
The
family or
more
whatever.
it's interesting that you say that because this is a good point, right? So the more educated buyer who's been doing research, they're going to sound more confident in what they want. I want
Right.
this
That
for
makes sense.
burial. And then
Yeah.
you can tell that they know what they want a little bit, but you might have someone that says, I just want to make sure that my kids don't get hit with a burden when I pass away.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
that
I mean,
covers kind of everything.
yeah. When I bought, like, I had something specific in mind, like who I wanted to take care of, if I passed away, stuff like that. So everyone has a reason. So, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Carlos, how about you give me an objection? I'll call you real quick.
Okay.
All right, so ring ring.
Hello, who is it?
Hey Carlos, this is just Griffin. I was getting back to you from not too long ago. You might remember being curious to see what your options were to leave something there for your daughter. And you said your favorite hobby is basketball. Does that ring a bell?
No, it doesn't. I have to go.
No worries, man. Hey, before you go, have you been getting a lot of these calls about like final expense, whole life, burial?
Yeah, they just won't stop.
Dude, I'm sorry to hear that. Look, did you end up actually getting this 100% taken care of? Yes or no?
Well, I have a little something in place.
Good. My best clients, they actually are more qualified to talk to me when they've got at least one policy. Okay. So good job on doing that. I work with people that are on fixed incomes. Do you still work?
No, I'm retired.
Okay, perfect. You're exactly who I help. That's who this is for.
Mm.
My clients live on Social Security, disability, even our disabled vets. And Carlos, these are not your real big expensive plans, but they are small, they're affordable, they're permanent, and they don't change on you later. Okay. Were you wanting this to do something specific for you, like a burial, cremation?
Oh, covered my final expenses, but can you just email that to me or mail it to me in
Oh,
the
yeah,
mail?
man. I would love to get you all the numbers as fast as possible in the email. I've got about 25 different carriers, and there's going to be ones that are going to give you better deals than others based off of you. Now, Carlos, the truth is that my job is to make sure you get the lowest one with the most amount. And just that way, you don't got to talk to 15 other people to get the same information that one person should be able to give you. Does that sound fair enough?
It sounds good, but I gotta go. I don't have much time.
Yeah. Are you working right now?
No, I'm doing like
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm gonna be real honest with you. Dude,
Okay.
I don't think you just jumped out of bed this morning and said, you know what I want to do when I wake up? I want to get some life insurance. And I want to talk to a life insurance agent about a day when I'm not going to be around anymore. That probably didn't happen to you, right?
No, not today.
That means that you're a very sane individual.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? You're not crazy because you
Right.
actually don't want to pass away on me today, do you?
Negative.
No, but have you ever known somebody who lost somebody? They had to run around, figure out how they were going to pay for it.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I
Well,
have.
was that somebody, was that recently or?
A few years ago.
Okay. I'm sorry that that happened to you, man. That must have been close to you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, obviously, I don't want that to happen to your family. Who do you want to leave this to?
Oh, it's my son,
Okay. What's his name?
Joshua.
Joshua, you guys really close?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure Josh would be grateful you're doing this for him. Does he know you're looking? Does he know you're researching, trying to
No,
see
he
what you
has
can?
no idea.
All right. Do you want him to know?
No, I want to leave him some I love you money if I could afford it.
Okay. Well, look, it sounds like a surprise, right? So you don't have any, do you have something specifically in place for this?
Yeah, from the VA.
Awesome. So are you 100% disabled?
No, I
Okay.
still around.
My grandfather was. We couldn't get him a free burial until he was 100% disabled.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my brother's also 100% disabled as well. Air Force, medically discharged.
Oh,
Seriously. And this is all true.
yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, the point is that unfortunately, man, thank you for your service, your willingness to serve. I was in the Navy for 5 years. Unfortunately, man, they just don't give veterans free burials unless they're 100% disabled during wartime.
Oh, not after.
Yeah, and you deserve to get a burial paid for, but unfortunately, they just don't. They slap us in the face. They don't give us anything.
Wow.
Yeah. So in the meantime, man, so I know you're looking for something. So aside from the VA stuff, like, do you have anything specifically in place for your burial?
No, I don't.
Okay. No, so this would be the first money your son Josh would see when that time comes, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I know it's important. And hey, by the way, Carlos, when it comes down to it, man, um, you don't have anything, right? I mean, you don't have a policy.
No policy in place.
Okay. Yeah, so it's just like I'm not going to necessarily go back to that. I was trying to think for a second because we made up this whole thing and then I don't have any information written down or anything. So like in my process though, I've talked about the pain and I also want to say, hey, would you be okay with a cremation?
Okay. Okay. Wow.
You'd be fine with the cremation, right? And I say it assumptively because some
Yeah.
people are like, no, no, I got to do a burial. And I'm like, okay, so it's really important that we get this done because right now, if you don't get this done, how's Josh going to pay for it?
Right.
Well, that's why I'm looking into this and da 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 da. I'm like, so the guy that was rushing me off the phone earlier is about to leave his son with at least an $8,000 bill. And I just need him to see that
Yeah.
and that I'm the authority because I actually have the solution. So I don't have to be sympathetic or apologetic, but I can understand and I can have some empathy, but I am not going to lower my status to a guy who needs what I have and filled this out to talk to me. Any other objections? Anybody can throw one at me. I don't care who it is. It could be Gina. It could be you. Gina, you want to chime in here?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, my main thing was, oh, can you call me back? But like you've taught me to just keep on going, keep on going, keep
Did
on
that
going
happen
home.
yesterday?
What happened yesterday?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but did that happen to you yesterday again? Like where they
No, 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 no. It did not happen to me yesterday. But that was my main issue, and I got one yesterday.
Ooh, that's awesome. So
Hey,
out of the three people who had worked with me this week, each one of you made a sale in the last 24 hours, except Carlos, you're up, dude. You're up. You're next.
I got it approved and everything. She just the bank account. I got all the way to the end, and I'm waiting
Uh,
for her to give me her bank account. That's it.
hey, so how did you ask for the banking?
Oh, just just like normal. I said I asked that question. do you receive your benefits in a checking or savings, something like that? Like, did you ask? And she said checking. So
All
that
right, so here, my name is Bill, and you're asking me for my banking. Go.
hey Bill, and do you receive your monthly benefits in a checking or savings account?
That's it. So there's something you need to work on, okay?
Okay.
You've got to be super fucking smooth when it comes to asking for that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So, Carlos, some of our carriers do offer discounts based on how you manage your finances. I don't need any specific information right this second, but do you use an active checking or savings?
Jeez, okay.
Ideally, I've done that earlier in the call, so that way when I actually want to get the number, I know that it's going to be a card or not, because some carriers, guys, do not take cards. Like Globe don't take cards, do they, Nick?
No, they don't even take a lot of banks. They
Yeah.
got to
Exactly.
be a qualified bank. Like no online
Exactly.
banks, nothing like that.
Yep.
Exactly. And that's
They'll
good
take it, but you don't
business.
get paid on it. Like you get paid like monthly. It's terrible.
That is good business. So wouldn't it be nice within the first 10 minutes of a call? Hey, sir, by the way, these carriers do offer discounts based on how you manage your finances. I don't need any personal information right now, but I do need to know, do you have an active checking or savings? Yes, I do. Fantastic. And that's not with like MetaBank or Cash App or Venmo or somebody like that. No, is it like a good old fashioned like actual bank that you can walk into? If they say no, no, I bank online. I'm like, okay, like I don't need to know anything specific other than what bank it is, because some of our carriers do not accept online banks. So I just need to know, like, is it just Chime or yeah, it's Chime. I'm like, okay, I can still get them a policy, just not with every carrier. Okay. Like not Transamerica. Not gonna work, right? Corebridge can, American Amicable can, good carriers. Just telling you that right now. Okay, so banking. So here, when we get down to the banking, I'm like, okay, so what is the name of the bank that you work with, Carlos? I just want to see if it's one of the preferred banks that we work with. I
First
work with
National.
Wells,
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, my bad. Wells Fargo. Perfect. And you're here in Texas.
Mhm.
You've always lived in Texas? All my life. Okay, great. So the routing number for Wells Fargo in Texas, I've already Googled it, and then I tell them what it is. Yeah, that's right. Or I don't know. Let me check. And then they're okay. So now, do you have that number memorized? Like you use a checking or savings? Da da da. Use a checking. Good. Now, do you have that number memorized, or do you need to check your online banking or a statement or a checkbook? Very rarely someone will have a checkbook in the house. And and then they usually can just jump on. And actually, a lot of people have their account number memorized. So
Mhm.
you just they'll tell me the account number, or they'll go on their app and they'll tell me their account number. You can't have ums and ers and hesitations in there, because the less confidence you have when you ask, obviously they sniff that out and they're like, "Oh, I don't want to give out my banking," or I can't access my bank account right now." Like how can someone not have their account number, you know?
Yes, yes. That's what happened yesterday. I asked that question early on, which I got so excited because she said it was a check-in. She gets her money from she's a widow, her husband's Social Security money. And when we got to the very end, she didn't have an app, she didn't have a check or anything. She
Yeah,
gave me the social, and I actually called three-way to her bank, and she couldn't verify herself. So
she couldn't verify herself. Tell me more about that.
they said give me some information, like an email, and she said her email all messed up. I had it right in front of me, and they're like, no, you have
Damn.
to call again. And
So did you hang up with the bank and try to tell her what it was?
oh no, I hopped right in. I said, hey, I'm her life insurance agent, and we're trying to access her account number just to know her number. And I have her email as da 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 da. And they're like, yeah, you have to call back and not a third party. That's what the bank said.
Yeah, so here, that's a mistake, right? So this is so Nick Kesey, this is a very unique situation that you have to do perfectly. And I'll tell you exactly how you should do it because I've done this a lot. So, first of all, it was a bank that will actually give it to you over the phone, correct?
Yes, yeah.
Because Wells Fargo, they won't do it. Chase won't do it. Bank of America won't do it. But dude, if it's like a credit union and they're like, yeah, this is my credit union and I know everybody down there. And I'm like, will they give you your account number over the phone? Yes, they will. I just got to call them and they'll tell me what it is. Excellent. So they're probably going to ask you for some personal information. You're just going to have to be able to verify it. Okay. So ask them some questions, da da da. But usually, if you get on, let's say that happened. Hey, Mary, your email is this. Do you got it? Can you write it down? I got it. Great. Okay, good. So now what we're gonna do, because who knows, dude, maybe she gave you a fake email. But no, maybe she didn't because they couldn't verify her, right? But
Yeah,
you
and
Right.
jump
also
in.
you can never like ask to talk to the bank. You need to prep that like, hey, if you need help with this, you're gonna have to ask them and give me authorization. Because as soon as you jump in there, the bank is thinking this is a scam, it's fraud, this person's coercing them to like they're not, you know what I mean? Like
Correct.
you're now a third party and the bank's alarms are going off and they're just gonna end that call. Like,
Yeah.
so you got to prep it ahead of time. Like, hey, I have my insurance agent here. I need to verify my information. He might be able to help me though. You have authorization to speak to this person. Like, but if
I
they can't
found
verify the information, you're not gonna be able to verify it.
Nick, Nick
Like,
is Nick is absolutely correct on the preparation, and I'll give you guys one step further. I have found that even as a third party on a prepped call, it's not ideal. And let me tell you what I mean. Ma'am, look, here's what's going to happen, okay? You're going to call the bank. I'm not going to say anything because they do not want to talk to me in any way, shape, or form, okay? And then you're just going to ask them, hey, what it is. And they're going to want to know who you are. Obviously, they're not going to just give it to some random person, if they know it's you, do you have a friend down there? Somebody you know them by their name? Yeah, Sarah usually helps me. She's really nice. Great. Let's ask for Sarah when we call. Good. We get on there. We try to see. Sarah's not available, but I can help you. What do you need? Oh, I'm trying to pay a bill. I need my account number so I can pay a bill. And then, okay, let me verify you. If they get it wrong, just let them fuck it up. And then when the call is over, just, hey, redo the call. Hey, your email is blah, blah, blah. Okay, we got to do it again. All right, let's get back on the line. Let's get this. Boom, get back. She gives the correct email. She verifies herself. Oh, yeah. So your account number is, and you're writing it down. Boom, you get back to normal. She might have never know, a mental thing or whatever, but
Well, I think it was a money thing because her account came on and she only had $3 and she lied to me and said she wanted to set it for the third or the fourth, but her account, she said she receives her money on the third or the fourth and she wants those days. But the machine said her money comes on the first. The exact number she told me, 1166 per month.
yeah.
So should I
So
even pursue that?
no, hold on. Yes, I'll tell you why. People will tell you the third because they don't want you to charge them the day they get their money because they don't want to overdraw. Because they're afraid that you'll bill them before you're supposed to, or that their money will come late for some stupid reason. Oh, dude, check it out. Here's what you got to do. This is a training moment, right? So we're almost
Perfect.
done here. We're going to keep this in less than 5 minutes. We're getting off this call because I want to keep these short.
You got it.
So calendar wise, hold on, let me get my calendar. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys need to see this, Nick. This is actually really important. Nick, you might already know about Social Security billing, right?
no.
Okay, good. You're going to learn something new. Perfect. Here. All right, so look at this. So it's the 29th right now. Very small down here. You can barely see it.
Yep.
But the 30th and then the 31st. So they said she gets her benefits on the first.
Yes.
Okay. So she was doing that because the people that get their benefits on the first actually get it on the 31st.
Oh, dude. Okay.
Yeah. So I need to know one thing, okay? our carrier will align your benefits with Social Security.
Sure.
Do you get your benefits on one of these 5 days? The first, the third, the second Wednesday, the third Wednesday, or the fourth Wednesday? Which one is it? I get mine on the first. Great. So they line this up so it's always perfectly on time. It's never early, it's never late, okay? And you just let them know when it's going to happen. It's going to happen with their benefits. Okay?
Yes.
You need this to come out the day that they get their benefits, or that money will be gone. Because some people just withdraw it all and they just carry cash with them the whole month. No joke.
Mhm.
Just letting you know, worst case scenario. All right. That's all I got for today. Any closing questions as we wrap up here?
No questions, but I did want to comment on something
Yeah.
about the military burial. The military burial only covers the plot and the headstone. It does not cover funeral home services, casket, anything like that. So for all the people that think it's covered, it's not. They're still gonna have to spend that like 7 to 12,000. Like it's literally just the ground and a government issued headstone, which most of the time they don't want to use anyway. So
Right. Bingo.
that's it. Like
I
you're
want to
right,
add
there
some
is coverage, but did you know? Sorry, go
correct.
ahead.
So, well, no, he's spot on, Carlos. So it's interesting, right? You guys both have knowledge and it's different knowledge, right? And I'm going to add sprinkle some flavor onto the steak here. So
Let's go.
basically, with what he said, 100% correct. But I have found that veterans get very pushy and defensive when you tell them that they don't have something that they think they actually have.
Mm,
So I have found that to get to the same destination that I want to get to without them having that happen, here's how I do it. Hey Carlos, so just out of curiosity, I was in the you could say my buddy Griffin was in the military too, by the way, in the Navy for 5 years, and his brother and grandfather were Air Force. So we got a lot of experience on our team when it comes to military burials. And so he just wanted to know from you, um, are you 100% disabled? And if they say no, which most of the time they will, then I would say great. So you're going to get a couple of things for free. And then I would name what Nick mentioned.
Yep.
But most of the time they're going to say no, and they're not going to get diddly squat. They're not going to
so if
get
they are 100%, then they get the plot and the tombstone, but if they're not 100%, they don't even get that.
correct.
Oh wow, that's even worse than I thought.
Exactly. So it's like, dude,
That's a
and look,
great.
you gotta build them up a little bit because if I'm like, Nick, you're not you weren't ever an organizer. You don't know how to organize. I mean, you would just be
Yeah,
like, what the fuck are you talking about, guy? You'd be like, you
yeah,
don't know me, right?
true.
And
Yeah,
and
yeah.
same with that.
Okay, yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah, because I used to get that a lot at Globe and like police, military, fire, and then I had to research, and then I would find out like, yeah, the fire company will pay for it if you're currently working there when you die. Like,
Correct.
but they don't know, and they just think it's forever and ever. And I'm like, bro, if you work there for 5 years and then you go get a corporate job somewhere, like they're not going to be paying for your stuff down the road. Like, you're gonna
Yeah,
have to die on the job basically, or retire from there. You
right.
Um,
know.
I just have one quick question. I do apologize. This is Gina. Um, there's some leads that I've been calling since March and April. Should I give up on those? And in your opinion, how often should I buy leads?
Yeah,
I mean,
so
should I
honestly,
give up on those old ones? Because they know I've
yeah.
been calling. They know who I am.
Yeah, so I'll default to this, okay? So you want to use this system, and this system is from David Price. He made this, and it is the Price Group 555 system, and that's 5 presentations, 50 leads, 500 dials. Now, what he really means is on the 50 leads, you are working. Dude, ideally, if you could work 50 leads in a day that were new every day, that'd be awesome. But most people are not going to be able to afford to do that unless they're $5 leads. So really the 50 leads is at least 50 leads for the week, like minimally, but it's 5 presentations a day, $500 a day, every day. And every morning you're doing what you're doing right now, which is you're role playing and writing down every objection that you heard the day before so we can role play it the next day.
So he's saying 50 leads, 50
Leads a week.
over, I mean, not the $5 ones, but which ones are you? Okay, there
Yeah,
you go.
honestly, you can't go wrong with getting 50 of these because it's only 200, I think $50, right? No, you could get 100 for $250. Correct? Is my math right?
Which one are you
Oh,
referring to? The $5 one, the
Do you
$10
see my
one?
screen?
Let me
It'd
see.
be
Yeah.
50. Five
You can,
times 50 is 250.
yeah, dude. So 50 leads, 250. It depends on how much you can spend. If I was like, dude, I am ready to close somebody, I am ready to invest, then I would say get yourself 30 times 15 would be
Okay. Okay.
$450 worth of leads right here. And you would use the Cooper method and you would call these leads, triple dial every lead all the way to voicemail. And then you would go back through that until you've gone through 25 leads 3 times. That would be $9 per lead. You're gonna get these people to answer.
Okay. There's nothing in Illinois. So when do they reload those? Did he say Monday or Sunday night?
Wait,
When do
so you're saying that you only can buy Illinois?
Well, I'm in Florida as well as Wisconsin, but
Yeah.
I like
So
Illinois.
good. So there's 75 $5 leads for Illinois right now.
oh, there's two rows.
Wait, hold on. Where?
So you
There's
just need to
75.
go into leads ready. Who's your upline?
Oh, but you're talking about the $5 leads.
Correct. Who's your
Yeah,
upline?
Sheena.
Yeah, does Sheena ever have these conversations with you about leads?
Um, can I'm not
Do
gonna
you, do you
different.
work with her at all? I mean, I don't mean like to, I don't want you to feel like you're not, if you're not getting any help, it could just be like, is the time being put in or whatever. But I would get those $5 leads, Gina, and I would
Okay,
work the hell out of them because it's cheap. It's only,
okay,
that would be 75 $5 Illinois leads.
okay.
Or I would highly recommend that since you have 3 states, you go to, and this is for everybody, guys. Hold on, let me show you. Honestly, the more somebody works, the more help they get from their upline. That's just the truth. Because you can't help everybody all the time, so you have to prioritize your time as an upline. Okay, so Wyoming, one lead, $15. I would get that. And then there's
Yeah,
Florida. Okay,
yeah. I thought the $15 leads were the best ones, and because they were like the freshest leads. And I just
correct.
didn't know what day does he load those $15 leads? That's
You
what
got to
I'm
check it
asking.
every day, sometimes two
Okay.
times a day. I would
Okay.
recommend investing in California.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because you got to do the fingerprint though, but I think that's probably the best thing because it's hot over there, I heard.
You don't have to do fingerprints if you have Florida because you've already done them.
Shut
Right.
up. For real?
For real.
Oh, okay. 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 So
Florida is the most strict state along with California. So once you get your license in Florida, every other
yeah.
state will automatically accept you except Georgia.
Ah, that's the only reason why I was waiting because I thought I had to pay for fingerprints too and all that other stuff. All right,
Right. There you go.
California it
And
is.
by
Thank you,
by the
sir.
way, Georgia just requires like a proof of citizenship form that has to be signed and notarized.
Okay,
And that's
cool.
Georgia specifically, but we're talking about California automatically will accept you when you pay the money. So
Okay.
there you go, guys. So just you're only a few investments away into your business, which
Mhm.
guys, let's say, hey, I want to get into the food industry or hospitality. I'm just going to start with the hot dog stand. How much money do you think you're going to have to spend to start a hot dog stand on the corner, like your own portable thing that holds everything? How much?
Bro, 15 or 20 grand,
Could be. I think you can maybe
maybe
get it
like
done
eight.
for 5 grand. Maybe. You would have to get it used equipment. Everything would be used, but you could buy what you need, maybe, dude. And I'm fantasizing. Maybe I'm way wrong. I could be way
Oh, you're
wrong.
right.
But still, like a restaurant, bro. I had a guy, he got $100,000 or $150,000 loan. And I think it was really 300,000 because it was three people to start a restaurant. Dude, they didn't make it. They didn't even make it a year. That's this dude, $500, $300, like here and there. But the reason, guys, I'm done. But the only reason why we emphasize that triple dial, calling those stacks three times through each day is because, dude, you spent money on that lead and they paid to talk to you, or they actually charged you to talk to you. Um, get everything out of it you can. Don't you want to know? Like, it feels good when you know you did everything you could to help those people and that you didn't call them in a month. They're like, oh yeah, dude, I just picked up a policy. I just literally, I'm not bullshitting you, 2 days ago, an agent called me and he caught me at the right time and I just finally did it. That's the worst call ever, you know? No, dude, no, thank you. I'm not gonna look anything else. Like I'm telling you, I've got this taken care of. We are good to go. Like, dude, put me on your do not call list. You're like, fuck, man, I only called that guy 3 times in 2 months.
Yes. Because hey, that lady from yesterday, it was 17 touches. For Gina. You gotta
That's
keep
really
calling.
not that bad.
No, it's not. It's not.
Like, if you really think about it, that's you calling her 3 times a day for 6 days.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a deal. You should have got those 17 touches in 3 days.
Well, I think it was in two. I think she requested like 2 or 3 days ago. So it was a recent one.
Well, there you go. So even more of a reason, dude. If you
Yeah,
don't get her, somebody else will. So
exactly.
that's kind of the thing, Nick, is like if there's one other agent calling her, it's like
Yep.
a race.
Yep.
Because you don't know, dude. She could have filled out 2 forms. You don't know. Blow her up, dude. Like I'd rather blow it out on my terms, right? Than just lose the deal.
Mhm.
Hey guys, that's all I got. Hope you
Thanks,
guys have a
Griffin.
fantastic day. Nick, I know that you're wanting to put some time in. I will be dialing and working pretty heavily. So I will end off here on this.
Cool. I'm gonna